Good morning. Welcome to build day 18. Today's a milestone. We start on the electrical on our setup. Went through, we're in the courtyard, and other than a mess, Morgan's going to be out here cleaning it. Graveyard courtyard is, for the most part, done. I gotta get the blow-ups plugged in. I gotta get the truck moved, the flags hung. I'm gonna take you with me and show you the state of the haunt as it is now with all the little mishkabibble stuff hung, and we're gonna go from there. But I think we better start off, due to weather, with a very hearty breakfast of the day. Pancakes, eggs, and sausage, toast, milk, and a glass of juice. Your choice, orange juice or apple juice. I'm leaning more toward apple juice. Too much acidity with orange juice for me this morning. Woke up this morning. It was 32 degrees at 7:30 this morning. It's up to 36. We've got clouds and, what'd they say, 69% chance of rain. Great, it's supposed to rain. On the day I'm supposed to start electrical. Okay, we're in the, just did the courtyard. We're in the witch's display. We ended up hanging that little witch in here. And the three heads. I think that was about all we added to the witch. So, a little bit of a change there. Over here, Sue-Ann's been having fun. Those are the little skeletal birds off the pirate skeletons. We've got those scattered throughout the haunt in different places. And then she's put some resin skulls in here in the graveyard. Another one down there. Even got a skeletal bird up in the tree. Now that the truck's moved and the flags are up, we ended up adding some pumpkins to the top of the pumpkin pile. And I'll add a LED light or something on the inside so they glow. And then we added those little skull pillars to the big skulls. And that kind of fills it up. And then we got the screen for the projection. Almost forgot those guys. We ended up adding the buzzards up there right above George. And then I don't think we added anything in here. And trying to take a look in here. Yeah, we did add one thing in here. So we got that. And we got that guy right there. Now we still got one small display we're going to add. We have we call our captain's chair. We're going to end up putting a gate here to block people off from going down that way. And then we're going to set the captain's chair with 2 or 3 skeletons right in through here to act as a little mini display. And then we're into the corn, into the Harbinger. Yeah, we didn't add anything extra in here. But you know, that's basically about it. It was just little bits and pieces of stuff here and there, trying things out. Oh, it looks good here, look good there. Won't work there. But that's basically what we ended up doing last night. Now, today, I am not sure what type of footage you're going to get other than pictures of extension cords and plug-ins and whatever else. We're going to get started out in the back of the haunt. We got to get the power pole put in, and then running the trunk lines, and we're going to go through. I'll probably bring some of the electrical stuff up from downstairs. There's some AC stuff in there. We got to get it placed, and we're just going to start hooking power up. Let's start bringing this place alive, people. We got the power pole installed, and I've got the blow-ups plugged into one, and that's a 15 amp breaker, and that cord there goes to my power station, which is a 30 amper, and it has its own 30 amp dedicated circuit. The power box itself, if it's maxed out, draws 27 amps total, so I still have 3 amps to spare. And last year, with everything we had plugged into it, I think we drew a total of 14 or 15 amps, if that. And we had quite a bit plugged into it. It takes a lot to overload the power supplies I'm using. Okay, and there's a power box. That's the other thing I got plugged into it. My next chore is these. I bought these down at Costco some years ago, and they still sell them. They're a commercial grade 3-pronged or 3-outlet extension cord, 25 foot long. And there's 3 different outlets in them. I call these my trunk lines. I'll run 3 different circuits with those through the haunt. Usually one down the front garden, another one through the middle of the big tent, and then a third one usually right down in through this area. That way I can plug all my 110 stuff into them. And then each one of those will get plugged into the power pole, and I'll run all my AC stuff that I've got. And I'm getting less and less AC stuff every year. I could probably get away with just running one of those. I don't even think I can even come close to having 15 amps worth of AC in the haunt anymore. But I like having them set up into zones. That way if I'm having trouble in one area, I can, turn off that one area and not kill the rest of the haunt. So, but I've got to start getting these put in, and the cords ran back to the power pole. That's the next part of our electrical fun. And so it's begun. We've got all 3 trunk lines into place and powered up. They're working. We've also got the power box. You can see the lights coming on there. It's up and working, so it's ready to have stuff hooked up to it. We just got done bringing out all the tubs and everything from downstairs that had lighting and electronics in it. Now I've got to sit here and go through each tub, get stuff out where it belongs and stuff, and then after we get through all the tubs and get everything out, we go back through and we start hooking up all the AC stuff. I'm not going to walk the haunt and show you, hey, here's a trunk line, but it'd be kind of pointless and kind of boring. Like me rambling right now. We got trunk line 1 is in. It's doing the graveyard, the clown display, plus half the water room, which is basically the bubble tubes and probably 2 of the fluorescent lights, which I still need to get down from the attic, but I'll wait until I'm ready to put those up. Then we got trunk line 2, that's going to be doing the mausoleum, the spider, the other half of the water room, and the photo op. And then we have trunk line 3, which is doing the corn, the pirate, the gypsy, and then out front the 2 buzzards, the projector, that sort of thing. But they're all ran. It took a while. I am not moving quick today. It finally hit 52. So I've got my light jacket on, so I'm moving a little bit quicker. But it's been raining off and on all day. It's been basically just sprinkling. Sprinkles for 10-15 minutes and stops for an hour, and then we get another little blast of sprinkles. It's not a steady rain, which makes it a little nicer out here. But I don't know if I'm going to have anything really to show you guys tonight. But anyway, I don't know if we're going to have anything to show you tonight. It all depends. We'll cover things in the end of the day wrap up as usual. So, guys, it's after dinner. Just getting back out here in the haunt. We've got 2 tubs emptied so far. One of them had all my hosing in it. One of them had all my tubing in it for the fog machines, which we've gone through and done. And the other one had the LED candles in it, which Sue Ann got placed where she wanted. And then I went and installed 4 foggers. Figures. One second, let's wait for it to warm up, and then we will give this a try here. I'm not going to show you all 4 of the foggers working, I'm going to show you the one in the pumpkin pile working. Okay, it's done with its reheat cycle. Let's see if she'll go off for us. Give it just a sec here. There we go. And it takes a while, but it's coming out the roses and out the bushes. There you go, boys and girls. Fog. All right, now I've got a timer I bought for it, and we're going to have it set at a 3-minute interval for firing. So the fog won't be that quick or that dense coming out. But we've got it wired, ready to go. You can kind of see through the fog there on either side of the big skull. We've got the skull pillars I got lit up. That's a nice thing. You shoot that thing full of fog, and it takes a while for that fog to wick out. So it's a long effect. That's not too bad. It'll look better once the projection's playing and the everything's lit. But you can see the lighted skulls better there. And then you got the ghost doing his thing, and the cats, and the dragon up there. Well, for right now, the only things that have power in here off the trunk lines is the 4 foggers, zombie bait, and the 2 skull towers outside. That's the only thing that we've gotten wired so far. I spent a lot of time messing with the foggers, getting settings and everything else done. I'm going to work out here a little bit longer, and if you notice, I've got my heavy coat on again. We got up to a high of 54 today, and it's already down in the 40s somewhere. Yeah, temperature's dropping. But I've got 2 tubs there, 2 tubs there, and another 2 tubs there, plus a box full of scuba boo boards that need to go out in the haunt. So I'm just going to pick a tub, and we're going to start going through and seeing how far we can get. I know I'm not going to make it through all the tubs. Okay, end of the day wrap up. Sorry I didn't show you much of the electrical work. It really wasn't that much to show. Got some light bulbs into things, got the foggers wired up. The only display that we got totally wired up and ready to go, AC wise, 110, is the photo op. We'll start getting more and more of it wired up. You know, the display's wired up with 110 and stuff tomorrow. I've still got 2 crates here and 2 crates over there to do. I think we started out with 7 and we've gotten 3 crates done. So, you know, it just takes a while, especially trying to hide wiring and everything else. Next day to 2 days, depending on how far we get tomorrow, probably going to take me about 2 days to get through and get all the wiring done. And as far as the AC, once we start getting into the low voltage stuff, which will be 3 or 4 days from now, you'll be able to see each display. You know, I'll get in and do them. I'll do the lighting, the scuba boo boards, and all that. And you'll get to see all that stuff plugged in and working. But until that, I don't know if you're going to have much footage. Might just be good morning, build day, whatever, and breakfast of the day, and the end of the day wrap up where I tell you what I did, but you never get to see it. Who knows? We'll try to get you something. But tomorrow it's going to be more of the same. I've got more light bulbs that I got to put in. The crate I was working on also had my peepers. Those eyeballs that flash off and on. Those go in the corn. Those are my next thing to do out of that box. I ain't doing it at night. Sorry. I don't know if we're going to put them in the bushes or in the corn or what. Have to decide and make decisions. But those will be going in tomorrow. First thing. Then we'll be going through getting light bulbs and all the light fixtures that need it. I got the two candelabras in the witch, the chandelier. There's a skull lamp over in the mirror display. You know, just off the top of my head, they all need their light bulbs. So we'll be getting those put in. And I think that'll be it for that crate. I know one of the crates has all my water pumps for the ponds and the fountains. I've got to get those put in, get those wired. I just can't plug them in until such time as we have water in things out there, or I'll burn the pumps up, and I don't need to do that. Those pumps aren't cheap. But anyway, I got to start getting the pumps in, start getting those wired and stuff. One of these crates has the motor for the water wall, the fan blade. You know, I don't know when we'll get to them. You know, I'm just going crate by crate, and once I get to them, I get to them. So that'll tell you something right there. It depends on which crate I get into, is depending on when we get to it. Past that, thank you for tuning in. A lot of you have been watching every day. I really appreciate it. Getting a few comments here and there on the videos. Would love to see more comments if people have questions or comments or concerns or what have you. If you have suggestions for a breakfast of the day. Hey, new feature, drink of the day. Rum and Coke. I think that's what I'm going to go in and do. But anyway, with that, we're going to say stay spooky. Stay toxic.